We've all heard of Bitcoin, and that one weird guy you know has probably already tried to explain it to you. But I'm here to give you a no-nonsense, super simple explanation of what it is, how you would buy it, how you would spend it, and how are people making money with it.
Bitcoin is the most well-known cryptocurrency, but there's many others like Ethereum and Dogecoin. Cryptocurrency is a type of digital currency. It doesn't use banks, and it's not controlled by any government. It's directly person to person. There's also a limit to how many coins can exist, unlike traditional currencies where national banks can decide to just print more. Bitcoin is limited to 21 million coins ever. So if there's no banks or governments tracking it, how do cryptocurrencies keep track of who has what? Well, that's where the blockchain comes in. They use a blockchain to track every transaction that's ever been done. A blockchain is sort of like a giant spreadsheet of information that everyone has a copy of. Once a piece of information is added to the blockchain, it can't ever be changed. The Bitcoin blockchain is like a giant public ledger.
And blockchain are not just for cryptocurrencies. You could use a blockchain for anything where you'd want to store information on a giant public spreadsheet.
Okay, so now you know what it is. So if you wanted to buy Bitcoin, how do you buy Bitcoin? Well, people usually buy cryptocurrency on an exchange. Coinbase is the largest US-based exchange, and it's one of the largest in the world. Once you own cryptocurrency, you store your crypto in a wallet. You can use an online wallet, and Coinbase gives you an online wallet when you sign up for an account. But then you are depending on the security of that software and that company to keep your money. You can also store cryptocurrency in a physical hardware wallet. It's a physical computer drive that holds your crypto and keeps it safe. But this also means that if you lose the wallet or you lose your password or it gets physically destroyed, that cryptocurrency is gone. There is no way to recover it. And this has unfortunately happened to a lot of people. Even though Bitcoin sounds kind of complicated, buying it is actually really easy. I just bought my first Bitcoin yesterday on Coinbase. I just had to sign up for an account and verify my identity. Then I had to add a payment account. I used a bank account, but you can also use a debit card or PayPal. And then I could click and buy Bitcoin right away. The whole process from sign up to buying the Bitcoin took less than 5 minutes total. I bought $100 worth of Bitcoin to get my referral bonus that I had used my friend's referral code. And it took about a day for that to come through after everything cleared. And then I got a bonus of $10 worth of Bitcoin for using a referral. And if you want to do the same thing, if you use my referral link down below, you'll also get $10 free of Bitcoin, and I would also get $10 free. So I'd really appreciate it if you use my link. So now let's say you own some Bitcoin. The next question a lot of people have is, well, how do I spend it? Because if it's currency, it's meant to be spent, right? There aren't a lot of companies that take Bitcoin directly, but there are a few of them. One example is actually Overstock.com, which has totally surprised me. You can actually buy a rug or a lamp or some towels on Overstock and pay for them directly with Bitcoin. There are also a number of companies that are being created to act as a way to convert cryptocurrencies into dollars to be able to spend. BitPay is one of the most popular of these companies, but there are a lot of fees associated with doing these sorts of things. There are also some companies that let you buy gift cards directly. BitRefill is one of these. And then you can buy gift cards with your Bitcoin to major retailers and spend your money that way. But the question you might want to ask here is, do you want to spend your Bitcoin? The value of Bitcoin goes up and down constantly. Like seriously, multiple times an hour it's changing. It is not stable at all. So if you spent $100 of Bitcoin on a rug from Overstock, and then that same amount of Bitcoin could be worth $200 next week. Seriously. So do you actually want to spend that Bitcoin today? Because you just don't know what the value is going to be. Now, it's also possible that $100 worth of Bitcoin this week could be worth only $50 next week, and then you got a good deal. But it's really hard to make good spending decisions when you have such a volatile currency. But this leads me into the next question most people have. How are people making all this money with cryptocurrencies? Well, the biggest way is they're investing in crypto in the same way that people invest in stocks. They're trying to buy low and sell high. And because crypto values are changing constantly, they can make a lot of money, but you can also lose a lot of money that way. The other way that people do make money with cryptocurrency is called crypto mining. Crypto miners are people who use their computer's power to solve complex mathematical problems to confirm those transactions on the blockchain, and then they add another block to the blockchain. So that's sort of like adding another line onto a giant spreadsheet. They make sure that everything is safe and secure on the blockchain, and then as a reward for doing that, the miners can earn cryptocurrency for that work. But crypto mining is very expensive to do. It requires a ton of computer power and a ton of electricity. So this is not something for the average person generally to make money with.
So do I think you should invest in Bitcoin? Well, it's a very high risk, high reward investment. I definitely wouldn't put more money into it than you're okay with losing.
Besides the rapidly changing values of cryptocurrencies, the laws around crypto are also constantly changing. If there's suddenly a law regulating things or taxing cryptocurrencies, that could totally change the values of cryptocurrencies dramatically. Also be aware that there has been a lot of fraud in the crypto world. There have been fake cryptocurrencies and fake exchanges that have stolen tons of money. There have also been a lot of hackers who have stolen money from legitimate exchanges too. Criminals also like to use cryptocurrency because they can be anonymous, which seems a little bit backwards because the whole blockchain is completely public. You do have to provide identification with those transactions, but there's no one checking to make sure those IDs are legitimate. Remember, there's no bank, there's no government involved. It's just such a wild west in so many ways.
If you do want to try investing in Bitcoin, use my referral link down below to get $10 free of Bitcoin from Coinbase.
Next up, check out this other great video that I know you're gonna love.